Hello, I'm Renee, and I clean, declutter, and organize my followers' homes for free. But not today. Today I'm going to spend the next 18 days at this home. Yep, you heard right, 18 days. Imagine walking into a home filled with memories, clutter, and a story waiting to be told. That's exactly what happened when I took on this monumental task of transforming this chaotic home into a haven for its 88-year-old owner, readying him for a new chapter in his life. This is going to be a two-part series. The first part is just going to be in the basement. Over the 18 days, I turned a maze of belongings into organized sections, priced items for sale, and ultimately cleaned the house for its next potential owner. The homeowner was facing a daunting task of moving into a nursing home. His wife had passed away years ago, and his only child, a daughter, lived an hour away. She juggled a full-time job, handled all his medical appointments, and managed his home and cared for her own family. So the challenge? Sorting through it all, decluttering, and preparing the home for sale while respecting his wishes to keep many items. Spoiler alert, it's like playing a never-ending game of Tetris with emotional baggage. If this tool room looks familiar, you're right. This is the second time I'm at this house. The first time I was here, I sorted all of his tools by category, and I also moved him to this room. Everyone take a collective deep breath. This was overwhelming. It was a scene from a disaster movie, except the disaster was sentimental value. Starting in the finished basement, I spent 5 days pulling items out of closets and rooms and pricing them and organizing a tool room down to the hundreds of individual screwdrivers. And yes, there was literally hundreds of screwdrivers. I counted. But first I'm going to start what I'm going to call the furnace room. In this room, it contained over 50 years of Ancestry paperwork that needed condensing. As I'm pulling things out, I'm trying to figure out what's going to be for sale, what's personal items, and what is going to be kept. I was in constant contact with the daughter, so I knew what to do. All Ancestry paperwork is to be kept, all photos and records. As I'm moving boxes out to be sold, I'm moving them into 2 center rooms that are in the basement. I'll be showing before and after shots of each room once I've cleaned or priced everything, and then more after shots once the room is cleaned up after the sale. The moving sale will last 2 days. Any box marked Ancestry, I'm moving them just outside of the room, and her and I will go through those separately. We spent a couple days going through all the paperwork. Not only did we go through all the genealogy paperwork, but any personal items that I didn't think they wanted sold. This stage in the process was crucial for preserving the family's history and ensuring sentimental items were not lost in the chaos. The homeowner also owned a business, so we have some business records that need to be shredded. What is going to go back into this room is items that are not for sale that would be moved to the daughter's home. So if you're looking through the door on the left side, that is nothing but photographs. Also against the back wall is nothing but photographs as well. Decluttering photos is a challenge due to their emotional value and the memories that they hold. Here's a process to help manage this task. Set aside time and space and choose a quiet, comfortable place to work. Gather all your photos and collect them from different areas of the house. Sort them into broad categories like family, vacations, and milestones. And of course, eliminate duplicate and blurry photos. You'll also want to make 3 piles: keep, donate, and discard. Keep your meaningful and irreplaceable photos, donate photos that might be of interest to extended family or historical societies, and discard photos with no personal value or poor quality. You may want to consider digital options such as scan and digitize important photos to preserve them and reduce physical clutter. Organize keep photos into label albums or photo boxes. Involve family members. Get input and support from siblings or other family members. Take time to reflect on memories and stories behind the photos. Keep the remaining photos in a safe, dry space. This process will help preserve family memories while creating a more organized space. Managing an Ancestry's documents after a loved one has passed can be a significant task, but it also offers a unique opportunity to preserve family history and honor their legacy. So here's a process to help you handle these important documents. Gather all the documents from different parts of the house to get a comprehensive view of what you have. Then becomes the task of sort and categorize. Vital records such as birth, marriage, and death certificates, legal documents, wills, deeds, and contracts, photographs, family photos, portraits, and albums, correspondence, letters, postcards, and personal notes, historical records, military service records, school diplomas, and other significant achievements, and then your miscellaneous category, diaries, scrapbooks, and other personal items. Identify which documents are most significant, such as vital records and legal documents. These are crucial for legal and historical reasons. Create keep, share, and discard piles. Keep essential documents and those with significant sentimental value. Share items that other family members might want or that have historical significance to share with relatives. Discard documents that have no historical sentimental value or are not needed for legal purposes. Digitize your important documents. Scan and create digital copies of critical documents to preserve them and make them easily accessible. This also reduces physical clutter and the risk of loss. The next step is organize and store safely. Physical storage: use acid-free folders and boxes to store important documents, label them clearly, and keep them in a safe, dry space. Save digital copies on a reliable cloud service or external hard drive and ensure they are well organized and backed up. Share with the family. Share all those copies of important documents with other family members because this will ensure that the information is preserved and accessible to everyone who might need it. Donate to historical societies. If you have documents of significant historical value, consider donating copies to the local historical society and archives. They can help preserve and make the information accessible to the public. And last but not least, reflect and honor. Take time to reflect on the stories and histories of these documents and what they represent. They are a valuable part of your family's legacy. This all sounds easy, but it takes a lot of time. On this wall, I'm going to put all the Ancestry boxes that we've gone through and that she wants to keep. So the boxes that are full of Ancestry go over here, and the rest of the boxes will be broken down. I'll move these boxes outside and they'll go to the trash. I did find a few hidden treasures. I know what this is, but does anybody else know what this is? Leave a comment below. This is all the Ancestry that she's going to keep and move to her house. These records will also go to her house. Time to move back inside and look at all these boxes that have photos in them. So I know this back wall is all photos except for a couple boxes that have her mom's keepsakes in them. Any loose photos I'm putting in the plastic container. The clear container with the white lids and the black and yellow boxes also are Ancestry. This is the workstation, and all the extra paper we had we're going to use during the moving sale to wrap up any glass. Time to empty out the file cabinet, and in here was mainly a lot of business papers. The majority of this is going to be shredded and we'll sell the file cabinet. Well, let's take a look at the before picture so we know how much we accomplished. A lot of these boxes had so much paper in them and they were very heavy. Okay, so after, these are all the photos that are going to be kept. And more photos here and here. The boxes to the right of the two-wheel dolly are her mom's memories. Here's all the records that will go to her house that she'll go through at another time. All the genealogy that we're keeping. All of these boxes are going to be shredded. And all of these boxes are going to go in the moving sale. So here's the final room before the sale. This room will stay like this until the house is sold. And where we were working on all the genealogy, this is what the room looks like after the sale. Okay, on to the room across from this room. I'm going to call this the furniture room. There's a lot of furniture in here that has to be priced and marked for sale. I start by pricing all the glassware that was in the room first. After speaking with the daughter, I marked several pieces of furniture and mattresses not for sale. They're going to go to her house. This by far was the easiest room to do. This is what it looked like after the sale, and now I have to box things up so they're ready to be donated. I don't want the items to break, so I'm using paper towels to wrap the glassware. I'm sure there's a better way to protect the items, but this is all I had. Here's the before I started packing the room for donation, and here's the after. This room is now done. Okay, time to price one of the center rooms. How I'm pricing the items is with the color code stickers that I developed a key for. The pricing by color code paper will be posted on the walls in the basement, so it's quick for everyone to see the prices. I'm pulling out some of the items that are in the tool room because they are not tools. This is what's left after the moving sale, and it's time to start packing up the items to donate them. I'm out of paper towels, so I'm using small grocery bags to wrap and pad the glassware. All the items on the right will be donated. Here is the before and after the sale, and after everything is packed up and donated. All the items in the far corner still need to be donated. Okay, time to move on to the next center room and start pricing. The room started out as a clean slate, and as I set up the table and added items from the box room, this room filled up. You notice my pricing sticker conventions changed. If the items were a higher price, I either wrote the price or used the sticker pricing convention. The items in this corner was just outside of the box room, so I'll price these and get them ready for sale. These items will go to the daughter's house or to the nursing home. Before the sale, and after the sale pictures. Time to pack up everything to donate. A quick sweep of the floor on this side of the room, and then I'll pack up the other side of the room. These clothes didn't sell, so I moved them to the other center room and bagged them up to be donated. More items to be donated. And the after picture. Time to move on to the closet that's in the center room. The daughter wanted to keep all of the saran wrap, aluminum foil, and some of the paper products, so I boxed that up for her to take home. The rest that was in here was marked for sale, and after the sale, boxed up for donation. And last but not least, the tool room. Everything in here was priced individually, and it took several days. If I didn't have a general idea of the price, I had to look it up on the phone to see what it was selling for online. As I was pricing, I was also putting items with like items. I'm also using painter's tape to mark the items for sale. The tape stuck better than the pricing stickers to the items. The first day of the moving sale, some items sold, but the second day, a gentleman came in and purchased the whole room. He came back later that day and moved everything out and used 2 moving trucks. This is what the room looks like as they're moving things out. It took 3 people to clear this room out. How do you balance keeping sentimental items versus decluttering when dealing with a family member's belongings? Leave a comment below. Once they were done, it was time to tidy up this room. The daughter will be taking all of these wire racks to her home. A quick sweep of this side and I'll move the racks and see what's on the other side. I'll bag up the trash and donate any usable items. A quick sweep of this side and move the racks to the other side. Thank you all for watching and following my channel. Your support means the world to me and keeps me motivated. I couldn't do it without you. I don't think this room has been this clean since they moved into the house. Okay, time for the back half of the tool room. Once again, I'm picking up all the trash. Any items that can be donated, I'm going to donate them. Have you ever prepared a loved one's home for sale or a big move? How did you handle the emotional aspects of that? Leave a comment below. The furnace area was marked off not for sale. These items will all go to the daughter's house. I'll finish sweeping the tool room and the basement is done. Well, not quite. I've got a lot of trash and a lot of donation to take care of. So let's start with all of the trash first. I also loaded up his car several times to take the trash items to the dumpster. I loaded up his car several times to take items to the donation center. By the end, the house was clean, organized, and ready for sale. The homeowner moved into the nursing home with his cherished belongings, and his daughter had peace of mind knowing her father was settled and his legacy preserved. But I'm not done yet. I still have to do the main floor. And that'll be part 2. Getting this gentleman ready to go into a nursing home shows the power of transformation, the importance of empathy, and the profound impact of creating order out of chaos. For anyone facing a similar challenge, remember it's not just about the stuff, it's about the life lived within those walls and the new life waiting just beyond. I'm so glad I could help this family. The family was very grateful for all the help I provided. What strategies do you find effective for decluttering and organizing a house full of memories? Leave a comment below. For the 12 days I spent in the basement, I burned off 4,572 calories, walked 101,153 steps, and walked 48.83 miles. That is crazy. All of the bedding, blankets, and towels went to a local animal shelter. Okay, you took a deep breath in the beginning. Go ahead and let it out because the basement is done. See you on part 2 when I do the upstairs.